Hello, everyone. We are live.
I don't
Are we
think
not?
Nope, we are live.
We're live.
See?
Danny, you jumped the gun this week, but welcome everyone. We are the
Welcome.
Food Scientist, getting ready to record episode 111. He said confidently.
Yeah, this is what happens when he can
111.
read the description of
You know
video.
what? Sesame Street has helped me so much.
Really? I only listened to the censored version of the Song of the Count.
Yes.
A
I
classic
think
moment.
It's you who
A classic
showed that
moment
to
in
me.
unintended, unnecessary,
Unnecessary censorship.
censorship. Yeah.
Which that's kind of us sometimes.
Sometimes.
So we can't start. I have to cough.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't even turn your head. That was classy.
Okay, you guys keep talking because I have to adjust a wire because we're on battery power right now.
Okay. We don't want to die in the middle
No.
in any sense of the word.
No, I mean, could you imagine if the viewing public couldn't see us? They would be so hurt.
Then they'd just be like we had a podcast and that we were putting out and they were listening to
Well,
it.
they would lose that too. If we just faded, we'd be like an old 8-track. Like partway through,
no.
we would just fade out,
Yeah.
and then we would come back.
Okay, so now we've done stupid
Am I the only one
chit-chat,
old enough for an
coughing,
8-track?
adjusting
I've
technology.
heard of them.
So we've bored people thoroughly if they've made it this far.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying you want to get started?
My grandfather had these great Nat King Cole 8-tracks.
I do know what 8-tracks are.
Yeah.
Hey, Renee. Hey,
Hi,
Sonia.
Renee, Sonia.
I'm sorry. I don't quite get an 8-track. Can someone like? I know it had multiple things. Could you like just
the 8-track
play
was
what
actually
song
the
you wanted?
No, well, sort of. The 8-track. It was.
Hey, Heather.
It was like a predecessor to the cassette tape, and it was just a big cartridge.
It was a
I think
bigger
it actually
cartridge.
Oh, I know it
had
was.
8
How did it
tracks
work,
of
though?
recording. So you took the cartridge, you plugged it into the thing, and it played very much like a cassette.
It didn't go all the way into the...
It basically
Right.
was like a giant cassette.
I'm not asking what it like. How
Yeah.
did you choose songs? Did you have to
It
fast
was
forward?
just
Did
like a
you-
cassette.
Yeah, you have to
It was
fast
just
forward.
like a
Lily.
cassette. So you would.
We're really getting into food so far.
Yeah, Brian has
push a
technology
button that would
questions
say-
of technology of old.
You could push a button, I think, that said next song.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it
So it
might
was
have-
easy to skip.
Sort of.
Kind of. Okay.
I
It
don't
was
know.
easier
All
to
right.
flip. You hit the button to flip
Okay,
it.
next,
It would
we're
play
going
the
to
other
talk
side.
about the technology of the old-fashioned rotary dial telephone.
You know what?
Oh,
I
click, click,
remember
click, click,
someone
click,
just
click,
posted
click.
a picture when you had to get on the internet by dialing up through your modem, and sometimes it would be busy, and you'd have to wait. And like,
Yeah,
wow,
I was
that
there.
Was, yeah, I was barely born. But I
I have
remember that.
I have a story about that for after maybe, but I'll
Okay.
forget.
Okay, we're gonna
We should get
pause
started,
and we're
maybe.
gonna talk
Okay.
about food now. So hang on, pause.
Oh, Sabrina, I missed you. Hi. Sorry. Okay, now we can.
This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I'm your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Danny Sussman
Hey, Amy.
and Brian Pierce.
Well, hello, everyone.
So inclusive.
Yes.
I try.
And today we will have our news and experiences, and then we're going to talk about more Keebler dreams. There's a new one, and we're going to compare it to other ones we ate. We're going to,
In the name of
I am
science.
so excited. We have the dreams again, and it's so good, and it's so happy.
We don't eat anything twice, but we've manufactured an excuse
This
to
is the
revisit
third
these.
time we've had the peanut butter dreams, and it's so worth it.
And then we're going to move on to some international treats, a Kenyan mix, and then Oreo things from other countries.
And
Well,
some Milky
not just
Way.
international
Crispy rolls.
takes.
Oreo-ish things.
Yeah, on products that we've heard of, but these are going to be different.
Yes. So let's start off with news, guys. As usual, I have no news after having news for 2 weeks, so it's your turn.
Well, speaking of Oreos, and I don't think we discussed this yet, but Oreo has announced that in April of 2020 they will be releasing a new tiramisu Oreo.
I saw that.
I hope there's no coffee flavor in it.
Oh no, it's espresso.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be hitting shelves in the next couple of months. So look out for that. I'm sure we will have.
People
that
will
as soon
probably
as it-
love them.
I think I'm gonna like
We've
them.
also avoided that's what's also in the store, which is the most stuff. Those are back.
I mean, we haven't avoided it. We've done it, and there's nothing new. They're
Yeah.
back. We
I
talked
brought,
about that. Mm-hmm.
I brought some into work for people. They were like, "Oh, this answers the question of is there such a thing as too much stuff?" I also
If you
made.
remember, I said that myself. It shocked everyone.
I made a
you
double
did.
most stuff and just put it back in the package for a daring person.
Oh.
No one will touch it.
I mean, it's worth. It's.
Well, it's because it had your fingers all over
Yeah,
it.
that's
no,
when
I'm
I
s-
said it was too much.
I'm clean. I'm clean.
You know, because when you take the most stuff and double stuff it yourself, that's a
That's too much.
lot
That
of
is-
cream.
Yeah, and that also disproves the most stuff because clearly you could have more.
That is true. You can always have more.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
So Valentine's Day has not yet hit us.
Nope.
But Easter candy is appearing in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
And Easter candies are being announced. So we've had the Reese's egg before.
Yes, I believe I have tried those once or twice.
I may have had peanut butter eggs in my life.
And we've had the Kinder egg, which is the chocolate egg with a toy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Illegal because the insides are not edible. Reese's is going to bring us a new egg. The Reese's Pieces Shake and Break. So it's a chocolate egg with Reese's Pieces inside of it. So I'm assuming it will rattle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if it's mixed with peanut butter and pieces or just... Oh, it must not be because it says Shake and Break, milk chocolate egg filled with Reese's Pieces candy.
I mean, Reese's Pieces don't excite me. They're fine.
They're the most underrated of all candies.
No, they are not. No, they're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
No,
right.
I like them.
They're
They're
perfect
good.
where they're at.
No, there's a reason
Peanut butter M&Ms.
E.T. had a lot of choices.
home.
Yeah, E.T. had a lot of choices, and he chose Reese's Pieces, and I swear it wasn't because they paid him. I mean, he's a puppet. You don't pay a puppet.
Tell Jim Henson that.
Oh. No, you get... Uh-oh, my whole childhood just died.
No.
I can make it better, though. They've also announced the first new Peep flavor.
Ooh, yeah. We're going to have to do another peep-a-thon.
Yeah, another Peep show.
Yeah.
Yes. The third...
There
third-
can't be new ones.
The third annual Peep show.
Yes.
And
I'm excited.
really, you won't be in a second because this might actually
no.
simultaneously kill both of you.
Must be coffee.
Cinnamon coffee.
Close. So Just Born, the company that makes Peeps, also makes other candies. One of them is the Hot Tamale. And they're coming out with Hot Tamale Peeps.
It's probably tasty, but yeah, it could kill
So it'll
me.
be a spicy cinnamon peep.
Mm-mm.
That's going to be my best day in the podcast because I'm going to have it all to myself.
Yeah, you can. I will gladly share that with you and just let you.
I will
be
try those, and
generous
then the next week I won't be able to record.
That's going to be the week the two of you call in sick and victory
you
is
just do
mine.
your solo show right here in the studios.
Breaking and entering isn't a thing if you have been invited, right? Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one more piece of news here. There is something, I believe it is in stores now. There is new ice cream. Last week it was all ice cream news. I guess that's still happening. There is Cinnamon Toast Crunch ice cream and Lucky Charms ice cream.
Does the Lucky Charms ice cream just have the marshmallows, or?
Yes, I believe that is what it has in it, which I don't really need that in ice cream.
Frozen Marbits.
No, it's just making it colorful.
Frozen Marbits don't seem like a good eats.
No.
But
I barely need them in the cereal.
Yeah, they have to soak for a long time before I really like them.
Yeah.
But they'll be in the cereal.
We have who is happy for the big game? I think legally we have to call it the big game.
We
As a-
can talk about it. We can't promote using it.
Yeah.
Yes, which by the time people listen to this it already happened. So what a game that was.
Yeah.
Incidentally.
And those
that could-
commercials,
that
man.
could-
so
that can-
disappointing.
That can bring us into food experience. I don't know if I should save it for next week. It's a preview. Are we ready for food
yeah,
experiences?
and I actually have two. So whoever wants to go.
So, Tuesday, I'm having a colonoscopy. So Monday is prep day, which means I have a lot of food decisions to make both today and on Tuesday. Because whatever I eat today is clearly gone tomorrow. And I can go in one of two directions, right? You guys won't even look at me. I
don't want to hear which directions they're going.
Well, because do I eat everything I can knowing that it's a clearance tomorrow? Or do I be good to myself so that tomorrow is a little bit easier? These are things I have to think about. I already buffeted with Brian this weekend. And as I was doing that, I was thinking about this.
Well, Tuesday you have to come to my birthday happy hour.
Yeah, as long as anesthesia's not still there, I'm going to be totally hungry. So what do you do in your first meal back? Right?
Mm-hmm.
After, a day of clear fluids and purging. Well,
Yes,
the
this
prep
is a
just cleans
food
things out.
podcast, not a
So this
medical
is it.
podcast.
So next week, you can ask me how it went and what I did. But I
might
thought it would be
forget.
a good experience to talk
I
about.
don't want to know how it went.
Fine, I'll talk about something else.
Yes.
So we had the big stuff Oreos. I just talked about that.
Yes.
It came to light, or the most stuff. Did you know that in the 90s there was an Oreo called Big Stuff?
Yes.
That
Because
was-
the commercials were Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are?
Well, in fact, I
Oreo Big Stuff.
yeah, I that was one of the things they
Brian
made me
knows
do
that.
is look for the ridiculous 90s Oreo Big Stuff commercial. But it was like an enormous Oreo with a ton of cream in it.
I'm trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
think.
Big stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh,
probably
it was big
3 or
Oreo
4
with big, yeah, yeah.
3 or
Right.
4 inches around.
Now
and
it's coming
like
back to me.
3/4 of an inch thick. So I wonder if that actually had more cream than the most stuff as well.
Well, I think
Certainly
that
over
per
surface.
capita it didn't. So it maybe had
Like per
more
bite.
Yeah, yeah.
But per serving, if one Big Stuff is a serving.
Which it wasn't. They probably tried to say it was 10
And you know what?
servings.
That was
We know
probably
how
in the
they trick.
days before.
The food regulations.
Yeah,
got-
so that might have been.
When they started trying to, fake you out that, oh, hey, it's only 100 calories. And
Right,
then,
yeah.
Oh, it's 4 servings. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you end up with 2.5 servings of things. It's like, really?
So
Okay.
there's my news and experience.
Well,
I'll excuse myself
Yeah.
now.
one of my experiences is I finally had that Popeye's chicken sandwich that was all the rage a few months ago, a couple months, I don't know how long ago, not too far away. And you know what? I gotta say it was good. I don't know if it was just too hyped up in my head. It was like,
It's
yeah,
a fried chicken
it's a good
sandwich
fried
from
chicken
a
sandwich.
chain.
I mean, it was better than that awful KFC one we had with the Cheeto dust. Or
Yeah,
something.
that was awful. The Cheetos.
Yeah.
Cheetle. Well, it was a
No, it was
cream.
Cheetos. It was Cheetos. that was
Yeah,
in it.
well, she said Cheeto dust, but that's
Yeah.
Cheetle.
Yeah.
But it had a Cheeto cream.
That's what it was. I kept forgetting what. I just knew it
It had
was.
or Cheeto sauce.
I know the KFC one. I just kept saying eat the chicken and nothing else. This one you could eat it as a sandwich and it was good. And I actually, one thing I will say, I think it might have been better the chicken in the sandwich than their chicken just in their box. I don't know. I don't get Popeyes that often, so
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not a huge fan of theirs, but I would like to try that sandwich sometime.
yeah, the sandwich was pretty good, but it's just a fried chicken sandwich. In my other experience, it's visual too, so sorry, podcast folks. My birthday's coming up. Depending when you listen to this,
Happy
it might
early
have passed.
birthday.
But
Yeah.
approaching. It's birthday week.
Yep. So I bought myself some cupcakes from the grocery store, and I wanted the mix of vanilla and chocolate. And I thought, well, these have really bright colors on them, and I thought nothing of it. It wasn't until I took one out to eat it that I realized they all had mermaid tail tits. And these were like mermaid cupcakes.
Kind of like Mardi Gras themed is maybe what they're going with.
It could be. It just said just a
But
sort of
that is,
cupcakes.
it is, yeah, that's all it is, just mermaid tails.
It's a bunch
top
of
of it.
And so that's why they were all so brightly colored. But since they're here and it is my birthday week, we can all eat a cupcake.
So we're
Okay.
gonna get some tail today.
Yeah, well, I already pulled all the tail.
Amy
out.
already got some tail. It
Yeah.
sounds
okay.
like. Why,
Oh,
thank you, Amy, for sharing.
Amy kept all the tail for herself.
And Brian's dropping tail on the ground.
Oops.
I'm taking chocolate because it's closer.
That's fine. I don't care.
Now the thing that I love about these these cupcakes here is that they're bite sized.
Well, I tear them in half, but
Oh no,
This-
no, they're bite sized.
These bright colors remind. Wow, Brian, you are special. I'm not going to try that. This also reminds me of a story of a cake I had in college that had way too much food coloring in it. What happened the next day? But I already had one
Oh,
segment
no.
on poop, so I'm not going to talk about that. I just
Thank you for not bringing that up.
Yeah, no problem. I got you. Turn the water green.
So when you're buying like festively colored cupcakes, check to see if there's a little tail in them. They actually taste pretty good. I mean, but not the tail. 'cause
And if
that's
like
plastic.
you're worried tomorrow that you're super unhealthy and you're gonna die, just remember it was just actually all the food coloring you ingested. Because
That is true. There have been things before. I know that one time.
I had a moment of like, oh my god, no.
No, at work one time we had super red dyed cupcakes,
Oh.
and everyone was concerned. The next day we're like, "Oh, you too? Okay, good, yeah."
That was a scare. Wow.
I don't
Okay.
remember the last time I had going back
So
to
now
the
we've
chicken.
had a peep show and a poop show.
I'm trying to go back to chicken sandwich because somebody in the live chat mentioned Chick-fil-A. And it's been a long time since I've had Chick-fil-A too, so I can't really compare in my head.
I'm just trying to think of where my life went wrong right now.
Yeah.
like what?
Let's just move on and pretend that this whole first.
At
segment
least
never
there's no
happened.
durian this week.
Any other experiences, or are we done?
No, we're good. We can move on.
Okay.
I'm going back to timeout.
I do still like cupcakes.
Cool. What's our first segment, Amy?
Our first segment is the Keebler Dreams.
This is so exciting. Now, of course,
And
we
why
have
are we
talked.
eating? Why are we re-eating some of these?
No, wait.
guys?
We have obviously talked about the peanut butter dreams, and I promised myself I would behave so that the studio didn't get covered. You
Well,
are
we're gonna have two of
brave
us.
taking those out of my hands.
We'll have 2 of us in timeout.
And then we are having the coconut dreams again in case we forgot what they were like.
So kind of like the Girl Scout cookies,
But we're really having it because
because there's a
There's a
new
third
dream. There's a new dream.
Caramel nut.
Caramel
nut dreams.
dreams.
And so we played FMK with 3, but one of them was a fudge-covered coconut.
Right, so it wasn't
So
a
it
dream.
seemed unfair, so we thought, gosh, we are scientists. Not actual food scientists.
But it wasn't a dream, so
But
now we're doing the
Now we
dreams.
need to redo this.
Yeah. So I guess we should start with the caramel.
with-
Yeah. Because I know how this is going to end. Plus, I like waiting. Wait for the peanut butter.
yes, me too.
It's like Christmas right now for me. Oh, these look good. They
So the
they,
caramel
They smell
nut,
good.
Yeah.
Caramel nut is completely enrobed
Ooh,
in
they
fudge,
smell super good.
like the peanut butter dreams. But this is fudge, caramel, and peanuts.
And it's good.
Oh, it is very good. It's like a nut cluster with a little shortbread in it.
It's almost like the peanut butter, but in crunchy.
I want to fill the center with peanut butter.
With the cookie instead of more peanut butter. Oh, my goodness. I love the Keebler. You're rocking it with these dreams, my friends.
These are the cookies of your dreams. Mm-hmm. Appropriately named.
Yeah, so fudge, caramel, and peanuts. Caramel nut dreams now in stores.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it even says right on the packaging, we've topped ourselves with caramel and nuts. Dreams come in all shapes and sizes. These happen to be cookie-shaped. We elves think our scrumptious caramel nut dreams are almost too good to be true. Crispy shortbread cookies dipped in gooey caramel, topped with crunchy peanut pieces, and covered with lots of our rich, creamy fudge. We're sure you'll love them.
And Ernie signed
Ernie.
it himself.
Yeah.
Which, yep.
And he even
He
had a
knows
little
quality then.
he had a little trademark symbol next to his signature, so that was thoughtful.
These aren't the peanut butter ones.
These are the
Next.
coconut.
Which we know are
Because-
good, but we got to compare.
Yeah, just to
We're gonna have all
refresh.
3.
We have to refresh in our memory.
And we also like to make Brian wait.
Now, these are suspiciously a lot like the Girl Scout cookies that have caramel and coconut.
Either Samoas or Caramel Delights, depending on your region. And I understand these are actually made by the bakery that makes one of them. Like Keebler makes one of them or something like that.
It's still good. Guys, it's going to be... Can I just marry all of them?
I said, we're going to have to kill one of these.
No, I quit.
What if we become a cannibal after we kill them?
Wait,
I mean, you.
what if we become
it-
cookies ourselves and eat them? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Um,
I can kill
I have
this,
done
then
some
eat
crazy
it.
things in FMK. Just let that all sit in your head and come up with an idea. I
Yeah.
think we all know what the peanut butter dreams taste like. So we
Hey! No, no. I said I behave, but don't you pull that crap with me.
Keebler is doing such an excellent job.
Would you like one, Amy?
Thank you.
Boy, howdy, you
There
are.
you go.
Ooh.
One for you.
I need an extra one for pictures later, guys. You can't eat them all.
Make sure you save one now. Nothing is safe at the moment.
Okay. Now you can Cookie Monster it.
Huh?
Oh, no, ask Danny.
We have a podcast to do. We have to discuss these.
Okay, maybe that'll be
Interestingly,
the after.
The peanut
after
butter
party.
dreams have a
These are so good. They're
Yeah,
so
but-
good.
they have a chocolate cookie versus the
Guys, each time I ate one, I thought, well, this is the one I'm marrying. No, I really want to marry them all. I can be in a poly relationship with 3 different cookies.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, go for it, Danny. Go for
Easy. I am going to marry the coconut dream. The Samoa, the Caramel Delight, that was my first love. I love all things coconut. I continue to love all things coconut. My heart is with you, coconut dreams. I need no nuts.
No comment.
I just noticed that Brian has blue frosting on his eyebrow. So I have to take a moment.
No, we're good.
And I'm going to frolic with the caramel nut dreams. Man, those things were just amazing in my mouth. And they're extra. Like, they had the most fudge, they had the most peanut, they had the most, a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. If one of them's going to, like, overwhelm me and, like, I can't have that every day. You know, I frolic with that, and I'm, like, spent. I'm like, I don't want to marry you. You're going to be the end of me. And I'm going to kill peanut butter. Period.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
everyone could probably hear the look I was giving you.
You have to double up the peanut butter and the caramel nut.
Oh, I'm actually going for all three at once.
Are
here
you
in a
guys
minute.
ready to
I'm
reevaluate
ready.
FMK?
Yep.
I'm ready to.
Why don't you go, Amy? We're going to make this will be about making Brian wait.
I am going to kill the coconut because there are other versions of it out there. I can find that elsewhere.
That's a cop-out.
Well, I have to make a reason up.
Sure.
I'm killing the coconut. I'm going to frolic with the caramel nut. It's really good. I love caramel. I love nut. Peanut. And, yeah. And then I'm going to marry the peanut butter dream, which actually goes well with my frolic, as I was just hinting at before I started doing the FMK. I mashed them up together. Mm-hmm. And the peanut butter with the, oh, man. Anyway, the peanut butter is just so good. I don't know what else to say about it. It's got the peanut butter, it's got the nuts, it's got the chocolate cookie. But they're all good. It's so hard to choose. So, after I kill the coconut, I'm still going to enjoy it.
I'm just not going to comment on that one there.
I'm going to turn into a cookie and become a cannibal.
You could have at least, like, frolicked it to death.
Well, that's
But you're
true.
just like, I'm gonna kill it first and then have my way with it. Okay.
Hey, I'm enjoying my
Brian,
frolic and
Brian,
my marriage right now
Brian.
together.
Well, at least I'm not the only one in timeout today.
All right. So I also am going to kill the coconut caramel dreams.
You're monsters.
No, for the same reason that Amy said, though. There are so many manufacturers that are making these days that you can get. So I don't want to. You're very good. You have found your place in the dream line, but you're not unique. You're kind of a copy of other things, so therefore the copy is going to get ripped up, thrown in my mouth and swallowed. But you are going to die because I'm going to go elsewhere to find you. I don't want to. I really don't want to.
You're animals. You're monsters.
Now, of course, I am going to marry the peanut butter dreams.
I thought the caramel nut might have given them a run.
No. Oh, no.
It was close for
No,
me,
no,
very
no.
close for me.
No, because this is the peanut butter is the food love of my life.
So
Don't be jealous. You're still my food soulmate, but peanut butter is the food love of my life.
That's good. We eat
Yeah.
together. We don't eat each other.
True.
Very important distinction that I understood. Somebody was confused about this week.
Yes.
That was not me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Just
marry
wanna get
this
that on the
because
record.
Danny.
That's almost as important as we're not really scientists.
Yes, we need to keep saying that so that we don't get the hate mail.
Right.
But no, these I can go at every day, and they can make me spent. That's fine. I'm never going to get tired, and it's going to be amazing.
For which one was that?
The peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we're still going.
Yeah.
with
So
that.
we're
Okay.
married, and it's like
He can wax poetic about peanut butter for ages.
Isn't waxing
Yes.
poetic what you do with your frolic?
you could, you could.
That's one way to frolic.
But yeah, these peanut butter dreams are just that's the all and all for me.
Did you even talk about the caramel nut?
Because I keep getting interrupted.
Oh. Well, maybe.
But yes, I'm going to
Do I need to go
frolic
back to timeout?
with the caramel nut dreams. Unlike you, I will go for the nuts. That's fine.
Danny, you got to scoot closer to Brian. You're falling off screen.
Oh, yeah. Well, people are getting
This
ideas.
this is how the rumors get started. But yeah, they're good. They're really good, and they are similar, like I said, to the nut clusters that you can get. But there's just a little something extra with them.
With that cookie in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm gonna frolic with these and be happy.
I think that they were better than the peanut butter dream.
It was pretty much a tie for me, but I had to pick. So
Do you like your peanut butter crunchy or creamy?
It
With-
depends on the peanut butter.
in a sandwich, creamy.
I just in general. If you had to pick one.
I'd probably go with
Regular
creamy.
peanut butter, chunky. Now, if we're going with organic, creamy is probably better. Or natural creamy is because the texture is different. It's usually a little
And I
grainier.
do buy all
Brian,
natural.
do you get organic peanut butter?
I'm pretty healthy, yeah.
I did not imagine you getting organic peanut butter.
I've been known to.
This unsweetened.
No, it's
Yeah, so-
still peanut butter.
Huh.
Peanut butter's about more than the sugar.
Yeah.
I know it is, but we're talking about Brian.
I am more than just a lump of sugar over here.
I don't know. I mean, isn't peanut butter? Do you use unsweetened peanut butter in a sugar salad?
Yeah, I never have because again,
Yeah,
it's
see?
the texture. It's the texture wouldn't go as
You
as-
wouldn't
When
have
you
the
microwave peanut butter, it gets weird.
Yeah, so I've never even tried that because I don't think it would microwave well.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not really scientists. Sorry to disappoint the chat.
Yeah.
No. Don't make me read that hate mail again. I have flashbacks.
So, shall we move on to Kenyan snacks?
Yeah, but wait, I need to point out, Lili's saying she wants to buy healthy food, but now she wants to buy cookies. These are so healthy. Nuts, protein, coconut. That's like
yeah.
That's like fruit.
It's from a tree, so that's healthy. Chocolate is antioxidants. Peanut butter, more protein. I don't know how you can go wrong with these.
Yeah, I mean, as cookies go, I mean, there are those healthy cookies. Like, they have, nutritional supplements in them.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to say made with cricket flour.
No. Well, there's that, too. But there's those.
I'll stick with the trifecta here. Of
The
Keebler
worst
greens.
Oreo I ever had was there was very briefly a brand called Who Knew that they made healthy versions of common snacks, but they weren't really healthier. They were healthier. They weren't healthy. They were healthier, but they were promoting them as healthy, so the whole business got shut down.
It's like that aisle in Target. Healthier for you, not healthy.
Right,
Healthier.
just a little bit better than the original.
Kind of like eating one cake is better than eating two cakes. That's my philosophy. I can get behind here.
Yeah.
So
Those two together are so good.
now that we've done that, let's go to Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to Kenya.
Yeah, we don't go to Africa enough.
Danny's
going
to read to us for a while, so,
Yeah.
sit back and enjoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because
we've had foods from like every continent. We've technically had
I mean,
stuff
we've
from
had
Africa,
African, yeah.
but it was like Egypt, more closer to the Middle East, not the deeper into the continent of Africa. But we've had Asian foods.
Yep.
We've had European foods. We've had South American foods. We've had Australian foods. There's no food in
Thank
Antarctica.
you for recapping the.
So no, but we're in North America. So this is like the last of the continents to really delve into.
Yeah, but this was interesting what they have on here. So
Yeah, so
go right
so
ahead.
this is tropical heat. So tropical heat, this is to prepare you guys too. Tropical heat Kenyan chevda is a savory snack mix made primarily from Kenyan potatoes, which are reputed to be the sweetest in the world. The potatoes are carefully sourced and nurtured in Kenya, securing the livelihood of thousands of farmers in the region. Kenyan potatoes are sliced and mixed with lentils, peanuts, and gently fried in cholesterol-free corn oil, after which they are sprinkled with a combination of spices using a secret recipe handed down from generation to generation to create a unique snack. There's a bunch of varieties. I'll skip that, but here's the key part. Tropical heat products are manufactured in an extremely hygienic ISO 22000 certified factory, which is the only facility of its kind in East Africa. But the taste of Kenyan chevda is renowned all over the world.
I love that's hygienic.
So, strap in, kids.
Yes.
'Cause,
Well, God bless the rains down in
Open it
Africa.
up.
Let's
we
hope.
we have original.
Open it up and pour some on the plate. And cover
Maybe.
up Brian's water.
I can't open the package
I
because
don't have the scissors handy this week.
it was apparently sealed.
And someone got chocolate all over my fingers, so I probably can't either.
Well, there's also frosting
I have a foil cutter that might help
all over your face.
for wine.
There we go.
You know, you don't. Maybe frosting in your eyebrows is the new fashion. Trend. You don't know.
You wiped your face. It's
I frosted the plate a little.
Yeah, you're trendy now too, Amy.
Yep.
All right, so
Give me some
I
now.
don't quite know what this is. It's
They look like
potato
broken up
chips
potato. Oh, then
and
there's
peanuts and lentils.
Are those peanuts?
Yes.
That's lentils I'm seeing. Okay.
those are probably like Spanish peanuts.
There's nuts and lentils and potatoes. I just read you the whole description of what it
Yeah,
is.
but I kind of spaced out.
And herbs
Ryan,
and spices.
Let's eat them.
So it's kind of a little chip mix here.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
like
like
a
a
little
trail
bit of
mix.
puffed
I
rice.
mean, it's not a trail mix, but there's like potato chips and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, there's even green stuff,
It's healthy.
like little leaves.
It's a healthy and hygienic snack with a little bit of heat at the end. Ooh.
It's actually kind of tasty.
I could do without the lentils.
You could tell the lentils. Oh, yeah, the lentils give it
Yeah.
kind of a weird mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. Because you eat the chips and the
cashew.
peanuts and the nuts, and then, like, the lentils are still hanging around getting stuck in your teeth.
Oh, there's a spice.
My one
told you.
complaint is it's hard to you need, like want it in a cup to.
Yeah, it's like a bag of chips that got crushed.
Yeah, and then
And it's
all
supposed
the-
to look like that.
Then all the little pieces, like you said, of the lentils and the puffed rice type things, and
That's a delicious, savory snack, just like the bag says.
it is. I like this.
It's also spicy.
I would just pour it in a little paper cup and.
And drink it. So the other flavors that it comes in are, this is original, there's also mild, no sugar added, chili lemon, and then the last one says hot and cereal.
What?
Maybe they meant hot and spicy, but it got
Hot
lost
and
in
cereal? No,
it
wait,
got
no
lost in-
sugar. What's sugar in this?
Oh, there's probably a little bit of sugar to make a glaze.
Oh, that heat just gets you out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's right at the end. The ingredients are potatoes, peanuts, pressed rice, yellow graham pulses, cashew nuts, curry leaves, chilies,
That's the curry.
citric acid, turmeric, sugar, salt, and corn oil.
This must be the chili leaves, the green leaves, which actually the leaves themselves aren't that spicy.
You know what? Believe it or not, I think that this would be better without the little like broken up chips, and it'd be easier to eat. I think.
Those are the sweetest potatoes in all the world.
No, they're good. I think that for eating it as a mix, it'd be easier to do so
I'm
without that.
just repping for the Kenyan potatoes.
It's a
Sweetest
nice
in the
big
world.
Break from all the sugar we've been eating.
I would put a bowl of this out at my bowl, a bowl of this out for the big game.
You'd make like a large, super-sized.
A
of that
super-sized bowl
bowl,
of
yeah.
this. And that would be good. It does look like the bottom of the cereal box, but that's what it's intended to be.
Yeah, even the packaging, it looks.
Yeah.
The front of the package looks exactly
I was
like
a little
what you get.
I was a little concerned when I picked up. I was like, "Oh, this feels like it's all crushed." But it's supposed to be. I kind of.
Who ate all the peanut butter dreams?
They might be in the freezer.
Lily in the chat suggested that the Keebler cookies were better frozen, and while you were off in like dreamland, I took 3 of each and put them in the freezer.
Okay. I'm gonna eat some of the coconut because I feel bad that I killed them.
So should we move on to the chocolate Twinkie thing, the rolls, or something else?
I don't know. You're the host.
Or something else.
Well, we could just keep eating.
Is this
Keebler.
let's make a deal? What's behind the curtain?
Yeah, can we just like maybe cancel the rest of the podcast and just eat dreams?
Yeah. No?
Well,
Okay.
these are in a
These could be
foil
good, though,
wrapper.
too.
These goodies.
Could show the chat, too.
I will. Foil wrapper.
So these look like Twinkies, but
Yeah,
they
they're
are-
Goody brand.
I'm looking
they're
at the
from
sell-by dates. Sorry.
they're from Turkey. So these are Turkish Twinkies made with chocolate flavored
Ooh.
sponge cake, and it's supposed to be a coconut cream filling.
Oh, interesting. Now, Amy, what was the sell-by date?
Well, there's 2 dates. I think one is the packaging date,
Package date and sell by date. We're within
which
the,
is November 24th, 2018, and sell by May 24th, 2020.
This cookie's supposed to last, a cake that's supposed to last 2 years,
Yeah,
and we're
it-
within that.
It feels like it's maybe been sitting out for a while.
I mean, it's supposed to be good for 2 years. It got here all the way from Turkey. It's definitely more firm than a Twinkie,
I have to learn to break it in half first.
but it
Oh.
still has the little telltale hole, so it's filled Twinkie style.
But not as much filling. It's a much narrower.
It's definitely dry. My first bite
Yeah.
had no filling.
I'm 2 bites in, and I'm still not getting a lot of cream.
Well, it's not much cream at. Oh my god.
Either I didn't get cream or there's none of it.
I'm sorry, so like we can't even swallow. It's
I can taste the coconut, so if you do get the cream, you do get the coconut taste.
everyone's talking like this right now because we can't get it down.
I remember the story of my dad pouring the oil off of separated peanut butter and leaving it in the cabinet because his brother would eat spoonfuls of peanut butter. So he made him eat. So he tricked him so that his brother would think it was just stirred up. But in fact, he had poured off all the oil. Now I know what it felt like.
It's a very gluey.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on some cream in mine. I'm halfway in.
Yeah, this is definitely. You've heard of gluten free. This is gluten filled.
Yeah, moving on to the Milky Way crispy rolls.
I'm trying to find the cream that has like that much cream.
That's
in
what
it.
I'm saying. Even when you get to the cream, it's not that much.
If you look very closely, if you're watching the live stream or the YouTube later, I have like a little dot of.
Yeah, I didn't even taste the coconut, to be honest.
So we have
If you get to the cream, you can
crispy
taste the
rolls
coconut.
and wafer rolls, Milky Way
We're gonna
and
try
Oreo
the
branded.
Milky Way first, because that's what I
So-
just opened.
And the Milky Ways are these are Dutch, and I believe the Oreo ones.
Oh, there's 2 in each package here.
Yeah, just like the package shows.
Well, didn't pay attention. I just
Yeah.
wanted to try it.
And then the Oreo ones are from Singapore. I'm just gonna steal one of yours, Amy.
These are interesting.
I don't know if it tastes like Milky Way, but it's not a bad snack.
You have to remember, a European Milky Way is different from an American Milky
I know,
Way.
but I still don't think it tastes like a Milky Way.
I do, especially a European Milky Way. I'm getting the caramel. I'm getting the, even though there's not nougat in it, I'm getting that flavor.
You know what I'm struck by?
I'm mostly tasting the filling.
I'm struck by the quality and creaminess of the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's always better.
These are so much better than the stale old chocolate Twinkies.
That was the closest I think we're gonna get to Brian Face this episode.
Really?
Well, the Kenyan treats didn't do it, and like,
Are you talking about me, not you?
yeah,
Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't like.
no, I'm saying like, for Brian Face, I think the worst is over.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Now we have the Oreo wafer rolls.
I mean, if the Oreo
These have
wafers are
2
bad,
for sure.
I am done with the show.
and the Oreo wafer rolls come in vanilla and chocolate.
We're going to try the vanilla first, because that's most like regular.
And we're going to see if Singapore is lucky
Oh, actually, there's 3 per package.
or the host of Oreos. Now, I love the Asian
Oh, that's
wafer
empty.
cookies. Yeah, that's how the Asian wafer cookies have just like a wafer cookie and just a very small amount of cream. Generally, they have a flat piece. They put the cream and they roll it up.
I can see the chat through the wafer.
The cream isn't all the way coated.
Yeah, it's a very thin coating on the wafer
I know,
before
but
it
some
gets
of
rolled. Yeah.
It misses spots. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I still like it. I like the chocolatey wafer cookie part.
I like it, but it's a Oreo.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not a Oreo because it's quality. I don't think it would be a go-to snack for me.
I'm just saying it doesn't taste like an Oreo.
Really?
Yeah, if you gave this to me without the Oreo name on it, I would like it more.
It tastes like the chocolate part of the Oreo cookie.
Because I'm expecting something more Oreo-y. Is that an adjective, Oreo-y? I was expecting more essence of the
No, I'm going
Oreo.
to challenge that. I don't think it's the chocolate as much as the cream is sweeter than Oreo cream.
It's just different.
We're moving on to the chocolate.
Do we have a judgment? Is Oreo-y a word?
It is if
We
you
made it
say
a word. We're scientists. We can make words up.
I mean, I ate that whole thing, no problem. Let's be clear.
Okay, the chocolate one might be more Oreo-y.
Oreo-esque.
I mean, it's not giving me Oreo face,
Oh.
but I mean, it's good.
Again, I would like this more if it didn't say Oreo on the package.
These would be great for dunking in milk and then drinking it up like a straw.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just Oreo straw.
These, I would say they deserve the Oreo name, though.
The chocolate ones? I would agree with that. If one of them, this has more essence of Oreo.
That's what I'm saying. The chocolate
More
seems to be more
Oreo-esque.
Oreo-y.
The Milky Way ones were more like a Milky Way, though, than the
Oreos are like Oreos. Yeah,
the
I'd
vanilla
agree with
ones
that.
were.
Yeah.
I would not
course, out of all of
dismiss
these,
any of them.
I would eat all of these before I ate the chocolate cake thing.
I would hope so, Amy. All that those chocolate things needed was a mermaid tail, just to confirm that there's something fishy about them.
The cupcakes.
Oh, come on, that was funny.
The cupcakes were good.
I know that. I didn't say. I said
No,
we took the
you
mermaid. I said you put the mermaid tail on it because there's something fishy about them.
No, keep saying it. It might be funny.
It's going to be the third time. Look, the chat.
the
is,
rule of threes.
The chat is laughing. I'm presuming it said that.
Yeah, they were thinking of something else.
Oh,
There's a delay, Danny.
well then just wait. It's coming.
No, the chocolate Twinkie things, they were making you talk like Mushmouth from the Fat Albert cartoons.
That's before my time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What you think I said?
Cartoon Network? This before your time?
Yeah, I'm young. What do you think? I'm like from the era of 8-tracks.
What's an 8-track?
I don't know either.
8 tracks and party lines on the phone.
Ooh. You think that those other cookies are frozen yet?
Yes, go get them.
They are.
And there's current
Because we
laughter.
don't have much left. So, other than saying goodbye. So let's eat some frozen Keebler cookies.
Oh, if we must.
I just have the coconut ones.
No, you,
Okay.
no, you do not. I know you have more than the coconut ones in there. Do not test me.
Can we tell them apart?
I think so. I mean, the coconut ones, obviously. These are the peanut butter. These are the caramel nut.
I know I can tell them
We're
apart.
trying the coconut
I was
first.
just trying to slow you down, Brian.
Or not. He's
I'm just giving Brian a
segmenting.
sack of all three.
I need the other 2. You only gave me 1. But I'm still going to start with the coconut. It looks the same. I don't know why I'm holding it up to
Oh.
the chat.
These are, they got hard fast.
Yeah.
And thank you, Danette, for that compliment.
Oh, yeah, the caramel really...
Still in love.
Does it, okay, so you both do still like it? Mm-hmm. I don't like it frozen. Flavor is fine, but it's too hard.
That's fine. We'll see if you like some hard nuts in your mouth.
We're going to find out.
Peanut butter first or caramel nut?
Let's go.
Caramel nut.
Caramel, yeah. I don't like the texture of the caramel frozen.
I think Lily led us wrong.
Amy, what do you think?
It's fine. But
They're
yeah, I
fine.
don't think
Yeah.
freezing added anything.
I'm also going to say, though, I'm not on board with freezing Snickers because I think it gets too hard. So if you like that, you might like freezing these. But regardless, buy them because
Have the
they're so
peanut
good.
butter, Brian.
I was hoping it would warm up.
It's still amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm
The
still
peanut
so
butter
happy.
doesn't freeze as hard.
I would eat these frozen.
Yeah,
I don't
me
think they
too.
need to be. Like Oreos, like really change frozen, I think, sometimes for the better. You know what I would do? I would freeze these just to keep them out of my line of sight. Because when I think of like cabinets and places I open in my house, I think putting them in the freezer would be a good method to prevent myself from eating too many too fast.
I hear
That's the
that.
reason why a lot of people freeze their chocolates.
It's also the reason that pistachios have shells.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you had like, I was at an event, on the tables they had bowls of pistachios that had been shelled. Oh my gosh, I don't even like. I had to leave. I had to go somewhere else. I'm like,
He was just taking the bowl and lifting it up to his mouth and pouring it in.
Not quite, but close. I was like, oh my god, pistachios are so good. And I was like, this is why they have shells to slow you down.
Maybe refrigerating these cookies would be better than freezing them.
I'd freeze them to store them, like
You know what
Danny
I would
said.
do? I would put these into a blizzard
Oh, yeah.
because the cold doesn't ruin them. The cold changes them enough, but not too much. I feel like they would hold up well in a blizzard.
They would.
Oh, somebody doesn't like the caramel nut. Cookies.
She also said to freeze them. What kind of judgment does Lily have? There we go. I'm picking fights with our listeners, who we love, all of you.
Well,
Even you, Lily.
You know, it goes back to this. If you like a nut cluster, you will like the caramel nut.
If anyone else wants me to insult them in the chat, now's the time, and then we're going to get going.
No, we'll
Wrap
end the
up this
podcast
up.
portion first, then you
Then,
can insult.
yeah.
Then I'll roast the audience. That's a reason to stick around.
So we're going to say goodbye to the podcast portion.
Thank
So
you listening, everybody.
Thanks for
we love you.
listening.
Have a great week.
Bye.
So you two people, we love that you're here, but why are you not out buying cookies?
Yeah, like
Maybe
don't
they're all
you-
stocked up.
Maybe.
Stocked up.
maybe they're ready for their
Maybe they did
Super Bowl
Uber
parties.
Eats. Oh, we still
Big
can't say that.
game.
We still can't
Still
use
can't say
word.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, I
don't,
thought
don't say
you-
that. No, we're gonna get sued.
I was listening to another podcast earlier this week, and they even said out loud, "We can't call it what you know it is." And they're a TV-related podcast, so it's still
For some reason, they have it.
They're almost as
trademarked or
protected.
copyrighted.
locked
You know who's-
down.
you know
They'll
who's
quick
even-
get us on the map if we say it enough, and then they sue us. This tiny little podcast.
You know who's even? First of all, this is a huge podcast. I mean, just look at us. Two, you know who's even more protective of their name? The Olympics.
Really?
Yeah. So if you say this is like an Olympic-sized Super Bowl, whoo, that's it.
What
Daniel,
about an
Daniel.
Olympic-sized pool?
No.
Like, can you say that?
I think they would say it's a pool size for international competition.
So you don't have Keebler? You need to move.
I do not have Keebler.
Yeah, you need to move. Just move. Or Amazon. I don't know. Two options. Move or look on Amazon. You have to be able to find these somewhere online.
If you like peanut butter, the peanut butter dreams are probably worth the price from Amazon. They're good.
Well, usually, I mean, Canada isn't that bad.
I think Canada's got enough going for it that they don't need Keebler.
They
I love-
need the peanut butter
I
dreams,
love
Daniel.
Canada. You know this. You know what?
They do need
Yeah,
the
you-
peanut butter
you love
dreams.
I love Canada. Like, of all the things, like, not having Keebler is not keeping me from, like,
Is
wanting
this where I
to be
start
Canadian.
singing their anthem because I know
No.
it by heart from hockey? Oh,
Anyways,
Canada,
so-
my home and native land.
Anyways, let's move
I
on.
grew up half an hour from Canada, but I'm not Canadian.
Don't say that with disdain.
No, that was like it was.
I'm not from Canada. Don't
I
think
just
that.
was trying to.
But you got the Canadian radio station, so
I
you
was
can
trying
hear,
to make it sound like I was not claiming I was Canadian.
just like you claim you're not a food scientist.
Right.
Well, it's true, you're a host.
I don't think she's ever said that, actually.
That's true. She's our host.
I do
It's
have
Brian and I who are
an advanced
misrepresented.
degree, you know.
Ooh, but not in food science.
I didn't say what it was in.
That's about it for us. I think we're done. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat today. And if I go gentle or if I go
Yes,
go
on that
big.
note, we should end the video portion of this. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Send help.
Bye, everyone. Tune in next week for a detailed explanation.
With video.